So, welcome to this pick a card reading. This pick a card reading is going to answer your question of where do you need healing, or what do you need to heal? So, we're going to really dive deep here and look at where it is you need healing, where in your body, where emotionally, where everywhere, whatever is most the strongest message for you. So you can pause the video here and you can choose the pile that you're most drawn to. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So yeah, take your time. You can pause the video, choose with your intuition, choose the one that feels right at first, whichever you're drawn to the most, okay? And if you get overwhelmed or too confused, you can just try to back off from the video, to pause it for a moment, look away, and then look back, and the first one that you're drawn to, that's the one you want to pick. So a good way to get in tune with your intuition, okay? So we're going to start with pile number 1, and we're going to put away these other piles while we're doing that. So with each pile, I also chose a nice crystal and essential oil, a chakra blend essential oil. So for pile number 1, we have the chakra blend of the third eye, so which is your highest senses, your psychic abilities, and we have chrysocolla here, a crystal, beautiful turquoise crystal. Is a lot about expression, this crystal, but expressing your truth, and also connecting with your higher truth, higher self here. So that is a theme. So there might be some healing needing to be there might be some blockages that want to be expressed, that want to be released in your third eye. It's blocked through you not expressing your truth, expressing what you see, or being open to hearing as well, open to hearing messages from like synchronicities and stuff like that. So there might have been some synchronicities you haven't been paying attention to, or giving them the credit or the importance that they have. Teaching and learning we have, and we have spiritual carer. So you have both carer and we have teaching and learning here. So it's kind of both sides of the spectrum here. So I really want to say that where you need healing, group number 1, would be in taking care of your spiritual needs here. And because it has to do with the third eye chakra here, and you got the purple, I feel like it's about your higher being. It's almost like you have healed a lot in your body, you have healed a lot in your but it's about trusting here, trusting your path, trusting your journey. We got peer pressure. Don't let others coerce you into a decision. You know in your heart what the right choice is. Okay, so this is really about staying true to yourself here, and staying true to what you know is right. What is, even if it seems like even if everyone else thinks that you need to do something in a certain way, and you feel like you need to do it in a completely different way, this is about trusting yourself and not letting others affect you and distract you from your path and your journey here. And have faith. Again, faith trust, what we were just talking about. So trusting your knowledge here, because you have a lot to give, and there's a lot of healing and a lot of healing to do. The blockage you have here, the healing that is the wound that needs healing here, is around maybe being a little bit too cynical here, being needing to believe something, needing to see something before you believe it. But to see something, you have to believe it first. So you need to have faith to be able to do that, and restoring faith, because when you're a child, you have natural faith. You trust yourself, you just know, there's no doubt. And then this is something acquired later on. So it's about connecting to your inner child again here, this inner sense of just knowing and trusting, even though it might not make sense logically of what you can perceive around you. So maybe some synchronicities has been happening. I feel like synchronicity has been happening to you very strongly. The universe really trying to push you here in the right direction, to believe in yourself, believe in your future. But yes, you have been wounded, and it's only natural that you are the way you are right now. It's not that something is wrong with you, it's natural, but it's about healing this as well, for your own best interest, for you to be able to reach your highest potential, for you to really be happy with who you are, and act out in a way that is in alignment with your beliefs, with what feels right to you and not what feels right to others. Okay, to really teach someone and to learn things, it has to come from a true space where you just speak from a place of knowing. It's not about reading a text and memorizing it and then telling someone what you memorized. That's not how you teach. That is not effective teaching. For you to be able to do, and I do feel like with these cards here, you are on a purpose here. I know this is not a life purpose reading, but this is for some of you, be a life purpose to help people spiritually and teach people as well. Teach people how to look after themselves. Teach people in a spiritual, how to connect to their spiritual realm here. And it might seem, I feel like you're someone that this is something that might seem really far away from your capabilities, but it's not. It's truly not, but it seems like that because of your past experiences. So, okay, let's have a look what else we have here. Clairsentience. Yes, you're definitely psychic. You have psychic abilities, very strong ones here. Archangel Regiel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. A lot of, wow. It's a lot about faith here, a lot about trusting your intuition. I feel like you might be around people that are maybe gaslighting you a little bit and have been doing that, but it's not because they're mean. They don't do it from a conscious place here. So it's up to you here to become conscious and take the lead of your own life, not let these other people affect you so much here, because you do have a big mission here, and it requires some deep healing here regarding your faith in the universe, understanding the universe here, and understanding that you don't need to have proof for something. If you know it in your heart, if you know it in your gut, that is good enough as well. You don't need proof that you love someone. There's no scientific proof to prove that you love someone, but you know it, and that's good enough. That's not an illusion. You love. You don't need a scientist to tell you if you love someone or not. Okay, so some things You just know, and it's about you trusting that. Take back your power. That's just what I said. Take back your power. Do not give others power over you here. And sometimes it's easy to do that, and we do that because we want to. We do that because we want to, because it's easier sometimes, and that's okay. It's not wrong. Sometimes we are in a space where we just are feeling lost. But with you here, it has become, it's coming from a place of not having faith in yourself, not trusting yourself, and just giving your power away because you just don't understand how much power you actually do have. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Wow. So definitely group number 1, a lot of higher, and it's interesting because you did get the third eye chakra here, and I feel it's definitely about you healing. It really comes together here because it is about you healing your connection to spirit, connection to your intuition here, and starting to trust and not coming. I'm not seeing this from a fearful place. I feel like might be some fear involved. You might have been pushed back from your spirituality because of negative beliefs or fear. So this is about renewing your view on this, because it is what you make it, and everything is what you make it. You can only participate in loving positive spirituality and healing the shadows instead of to be spiritual doesn't mean that you have to do voodoo or do any darker things. That is not on your path here. Your path is healing. Is coming from a place of love instead of fear, because fear is what gives birth to the negative aspect of something. And it's up to you what you want to engage in. It's up to you what you want to invite into your reality, and you have control over this. You do. So there's nothing to fear. You just really got to have faith in yourself. It's about having faith and believing really in yourself, and that comes first. Because when you have the faith, you will not fear, and when you don't fear, you can really open up here, open up to something beautiful, to divine understanding, to enlightenment, to being able to help people truly. We got intuition. Is this ever gonna stop? Look at you. Wow. This is Mercury. This is Cancer in Mercury here. What a beautiful card. Intuition. Exactly what we've been talking about. Another confirmation here. Trusting your intuition. I feel strongly here. You have been gaslighted. You have been questioning yourself to an extent where you don't even know, and you have invalidated your own soul. You have invalidated your voice because of other people, because you're like, oh, they make sense, so I better listen to them. You've rejected yourself deeply, and you've rejected your intuition, your own voice, your own identity. And that is where healing is coming now. When you are taking one step here and just all you need to do is want and lay the intention to heal your intuition, to connect, to invite, and forgive yourself, forgive others. It's not about hating on others. It's about just being aware here, trusting this gut feeling because I feel like you haven't been living your life in alignment with your intuition, which have brought you a lot of misery. It could have put you in accidents, it can have led you in disease or just difficult situation. That are the things that happen when we don't trust our intuition, when we're not committed to following our intuition, to following our heart. We're not walking in alignment with our highest purpose. So the universe is going to show us that we're not walking in alignment with our highest purpose, and it gets stronger and stronger. That's why some people are really struggling through life. It's not because they're just unlucky, it's because they're ignoring their intuition. And risk. So there's definitely, you haven't been doing this because of a good reason here. It is a risk for you to do this. It means some huge sacrifice that you mightn't be willing to give up. And that is up to you to do that. But at least when you make a conscious decision about this, you know what you're getting yourself into, you know what you're doing. And it's important to be aware of, why am I ignoring my intuition? What is it that I'm scared of? What is it that, how is the situation? How is it going to affect me if I do listen to my intuition, if I do follow my heart here? Your heart and your intuition are intertwined. But I feel like you not doing this for so long, yes, you have built a whole system around this, you could have built a whole family around this. You could have build a business around this, something that is like affecting a lot of other people, so it's really, but is it worth it? Is it worth suppressing yourself and not following your path, and not trusting that your path is actually what's going to bring the most and 10 times more fulfillment and happiness and good for yourself and others? This is something you can do that is going to, it's not going to be easy if you have been suppressing your intuition for a long time, and you've made decisions upon decisions upon decisions. They build something. So this is why, if you know a little bit about the tarots, that's where we experience tower moment. We get the tower card when everything just crumbles, because we've ignored our intuition for so long, and we kept building. In the end, because it's not meant to be of our experience, things crumble really badly, and it can involve a lot of pain if we keep resistance to it, or if we can see the gift of the situation, that we are being pushed to live in alignment with our highest purpose. And we got and we have the Queen here, the Beggar and the Queen. So we got the Queen as her shadow self, becoming arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. And we got the Beggar, light attributes, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion and self-esteem. So I really feel like this is about getting beyond your ego here, and getting beyond other people's ego, because I do feel like someone has been controlling you for a long time, or you have been feeling controlled by them, so you have given them your power. But it is coming from a place of, from them. It could be a parent, it could be a friend even, a family member. But for them, it's coming from a place of insecurity here. And I feel like it's really about you trusting here really healing whatever it is you have around, around being the master over your own life. It's almost like you have built this negative view of someone that is in control over their own life. You're seeing that as something negative. So you are instead putting yourself in the low light. You're instead putting yourself down. You are not valuing yourself as much as you should. And now let's have a look at the tarots we got here. We got the Strength card. We got the Four of Swords. So yes, you are powerful. You are strong. Strength. Take your power back. Go within here and meditate. This is time for you to really do some healing. This is a healing card. Taking a step back from the world and just focusing on yourself. What do you feel? Pull back your strength here. Pull back your power by looking into your situation, cutting yourself off from whoever is having too much influence over you now. And this is really going to help you to heal here. Empowerment. Being empowered here. Because your sense of self-esteem, your sense of personal power has been wounded. And it is time to heal this here. And you can heal this because, and as you heal this, this is going to be one of your biggest gifts here. Healing this is going to bring you so much change. It will transform your life upside down if you want this. There is something huge for you here. Through healing this, it's really going to change your life completely. You know, you're going to realize that you do have to let go of things. Got the Two of Wands in reverse. Not wanting to make a choice here, not wanting to be independent. Again, looking at others for answers, looking at others to do things for you. Because your intuition has been wounded and it is time to heal this. It's time to, have faith in yourself again. Take a chance on you. Take a chance on yourself. If you don't believe it yet, that's why you have to take a chance. Because when you don't believe something, it does feel like a risk. It does feel difficult. But in the end, of course, it is your choice. Do you want to take this risk? Is it what you really want? Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to change your situation? It's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of effort from you because it's not easy. To take your power back is also meaning taking responsibility back. When you let others make decisions for you, when you ask others, oh, what should I do? And then just wanting them to give you an answer so you don't have to make that decision. This is hard work. It takes responsibility. It takes a will to take responsibility over your situation. To make a decision, it doesn't have to be the perfect decision. It's enough to just make a decision. It doesn't have to be, it's okay to make mistakes. It's like a fear of making mistakes here. And you don't need to fear this because it's okay to make mistakes. This is why faith is so important and trusting your intuition again. Because then you can make a decision and you can stick to it even if things doesn't work out exactly how it is in your head. You understand there is a bigger picture. You understand it. You don't need to know all the details. All you need to do is make the decision and have the intention, and you will be led to wherever it is you need. You will experience whatever it is you need, and you will get healing wherever you need. So trusting the universe truly and proving to yourself time in and time out that the universe is supportive of you, and it's about seeing things from this perspective here. Ooh, and we got the Sun in reverse. We got the Seven of Wands Interesting, guys. I'm just gonna get all the cards out here. Okay, Six of Swords in reverse, Page of Pentacles, and King of Wands. So, with the Sun, we got the Sun in reverse too. So with the Sun in reverse, it's about being in the dark about something here. Not feeling, being resistance to your truth here. It's almost like, it's like you're fighting your inner joy. You're fighting the inner joy because you are so reliant on this safety net you've had for a long time. You are scared to embrace this King of Wands energy. You're scared of your own power, and you have a lot of power. You have strong intuition. The King of Wands, he doesn't think before he just does. He is a doer. He knows, he has a very strong intuition, and he doesn't care about the consequences because he has faith. He trusts that whatever he needs to do, whatever he feels he needs to do, is the right thing, even if it will bring some pain or some whatever it will bring. It doesn't matter, because he is completely trusting his own intuition. And I feel like, yes, you have been fighting this. You've been fighting these, but you have an adventurous situation here. So you have been fighting or feeling resistant to this person that has that you feel have power over you, but you don't realize that it is you that have given them the power. So this resistance you have to this person is only trying to mirror you this wound that you have within you, the wound of your soul that is telling you that you're feeling rejected, that you're feeling rejected by yourself. You have rejected yourself. You can give yourself this, and you can empower yourself again here. And there is a lot of abundance for you to come, but there is fear here. There's fear of moving on, and fear of you really being able to create, to put yourself out there in the world and make that what you have to say is actually important, that is valuable. Don't be scared to embrace the King of Wands energy here, because this is you. You've only been wounded, and there is healing. Trusting your intuition, very important. Meditation. Ooh, and we got the 10 of Wands here. This is a concluding message for the reading. A last card. And yes, it's about getting out of this burden, of this block. This huge block is there. The good news is the huge block is there because you have put it there to protect yourself, yes. But if you put something up, you can put it down as well. So this is in your power to really be brave now and open yourself up to this new experience of life, of trusting yourself instead of just being like a puppet to everyone around you. Well, group number 1, thank you for watching. That's all the messages I have for you. I hope you enjoy the messages. Please let me know how they apply to you, if you resonate. And we're going to jump into group number 2 now. Okay. So this is group number 2, whoever chose the amethyst. You also have the crown chakra essential oil. There's definitely something healing here with connecting with your soul purpose, I would say. Let's have a look at the cards, okay? So we got new beginnings, follow your dreams. I'm just gonna put them like this. Self-discipline. So group number 2, for you, you're definitely needing healing here around around persistence here, and around trusting yourself, around self-discipline, which means, and also self-discipline to follow your dreams and start new beginnings, start new things, letting go of whatever isn't serving you right now, of taking the safe. You might be someone that be choosing the seemingly safe decision all the time, and it's not necessarily in alignment with your dreams, but you choose safety above risk at the moment, and that is okay to do sometimes. I mean, it's up to you, it's your choice, it's your life. But I feel a residue here of not being satisfied, and this is why there is a need for healing here, because this wound is holding you back from following your dream, from achieving fulfillment and true joy and happiness, because that is what pursuing your dream is going to give you. It's also going to be a lot of hard work, and maybe you're one that has got used to giving up really quickly. So this is really telling me that there is a need to heal around, healing around your belief in yourself and in what you can achieve with your persistence, and really sticking to something. And to really be able to stick to something, you need to know as well what it is you're going for. You need to have this passion, this motivation to do it. And the motivation is to have self-discipline. It kind of has to come a little bit naturally as well. When you're trying to force yourself to do something you don't like, yes, you're going to fail. You're going to it's going to be much harder. Self-discipline is easier. It's still a job, but it's easier when you do it, when you know that your goal is taking you closer to your dreams, to your true dreams, to your heart's desires. So maybe you do have some trauma around this, because you have been trying to self-discipline yourself and following things that weren't in alignment, things that you thought that you had to do, and it was coming from a punishment way. So this is how it has skewed what self-discipline can actually mean. Self-discipline is a positive thing when it is in taking you in the right direction here towards your heart's desire, your dreams. We also got open your arms to receiving. You've prayed for help. Now be open to accepting it. So I feel like you might have been, you thought you wanted something and you've been asking for it, but you're not willing to accept all aspects of it. You know, if you want to feel confident, if you want to change your life, you have to take responsibility. And responsibility, as in, you can see it as, oh, I'm taking my power back. Oh, I'm getting stronger. I'm going to achieve all this. But with that come responsibilities, which are not always easy. So everything has a shadow side, but you have to be willing to accept the negative parts of something. And to be honest with yourself, because if you're not able to do something, it's because you didn't accept all the terms of what it is you're going for? Are you willing to sacrifice time with your partner to achieve, build your business, for example? Are you willing to, go through those really hard times of cravings to stop smoking? These are the questions you need to ask yourself here. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. So whatever difficulty you're going through right now, whatever it is you're healing, it's actually quite major. It's something big. And what you're going to learn by going through this process, it's going to be a big part of when you actually realize it, when you have this higher understanding over this, you could help people raise their vibration. You could help people because you will understand it firsthand. You will understand how to overcome this firsthand, how to be self-disciplined and why it doesn't work, for example, how to start new things, help people. And this is why you might be going through difficulties in this area, because so you can learn this. And we have breathe. Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Definitely. So this is one, I feel like you're in a cycle here. You're in a cycle. Wow, his eyes are just standing out to me like crazy this time. I never really noticed it. But look at these beautiful green eyes. Loving eyes. I get a message here, a random message here, but looking people in the eyes. You might have been having trouble looking people in the eyes. Looking yourself in the eyes as well. And really being present, being there, being brave and present with people and with yourself. Have you ever looked yourself in the mirror, looked yourself in the eyes for a few minutes? I feel like this could be a practice to make you feel a bit more connected to yourself, to help you heal here, to actually be able to look someone you're talking to, someone you love, look them in the eyes for a long time, deeply, and see them, and see yourself, and really connecting here. I feel like there's a need for connection. We got impulsiveness, and we also got drama. So, So the self-discipline, the difficulty with self-discipline, the difficulty with staying on track here, it has to do with being too impulsive then, and being a little bit addicted to the adrenaline and not being able to stay in a balanced space because you need this rush. So when you need the rush, it goes, it falls down. Like when you're addicted to drugs, it goes up and down, up and down. And it's when you get used to this, it's really hard. And I can really say this from my own personal experience. To come into a balanced place, to find balance, to have a peaceful life, to be truly happy, you have to sacrifice this need, or sacrifice. It's not really a sacrifice, but you have to be able to go through this time where you stop feeling bored about everything and just being present, being okay with peace and quiet. And I know this is actually really hard for a lot of people, and it was very hard for me as well. But to not need this extreme ups and downs, because that is what is creating misery. That is what is making it difficult for you to follow your dreams. It makes it difficult for you to stick to something, and it makes it difficult for you to see what it is your goal is, where you're going, because that's what you need. You need a vision to be able to build something here. And impulsiveness can be a good thing because it also comes with being spontaneous. But I feel in this here, it's this habit of running away, of escaping, a very ingrained, and this is not just you. I feel like this is in all over society. We have this problem. As soon as we feel any sorts of anxiety, we resort to looking at our phones, listening to music, or doing all sorts of things to just run away from the moment. And it's so easy to do this now that it's making it even harder for us to deal with it. It makes it difficult to deal with with your anxiety. Excuse me. Let's see what else we have here. Midas and Mr. Light attributes: entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. And student: humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. And we did have the teaching and learning here. So being open to new experiences here, being open to the idea that you might not understand everything, that is at play right now, I feel as well. And I do feel like this is definitely with the student here in teaching and learning. See this, whatever it is your block is, this is part of your lesson, your big lesson. We said this before, but this is just confirming it one more time here, that just trust the universe, trust how things are unfolding for you. It's for a really good reason. Let's have a look at the tarots. We got the 9 of Wands. So you have been through quite a bit. You worked through a lot. And this is why it has been difficult, because I feel like you might have been getting a little bit like you are already expecting something to happen a certain way. You're already expecting yourself to fail. You're already expecting, so you're creating your own failures, and it's part of, it's like a bad cycle here, a very like self, because it has happened to you before. Now in your mind you already expect things to not work out. You expect yourself to not have or go through with the self-discipline, with sticking to this one thing, to this one course you wanted to do or whatever. But there is a need to look at things in a different way here. There is a need for you to follow your dream, because whatever it is you've been building this belief around, it's you every time trying to just really being rough on yourself and others, being rough on you, trying to work through and make things happen that are just not meant to be for you. And this is why it has been a lot of resistance. You've been experiencing a lot of resistance in some area here, like arguing or just difficulty and difficulty after difficulty, and you're just exhausted now. We got the Knight of Pentacles. This is about patience. So it's about patience and planning here. The Knight of Pentacles has a lot of self-discipline, and I feel like with these two here, it's really about building something solid for yourself. Let's have a look what else we have here. Oh, the Hierophant again. This is about spiritual knowledge, spiritual teachers again. We got the student, the teacher, we got the teaching and learn. We got this twice here now. So there is still a lot for you to learn from this situation. There's some where you need healing is I feel like there'd be a blockage where you almost feeling like you're just not good enough to do this. Feeling stuck that you are not smart enough or good enough to teach someone what you know or to learn. But you can learn in your own way here. You don't need to learn in the traditional way. If something interests you, don't be scared to go and buy a book about it. Don't be scared to research about it, because you know, school, if you've had a hard time at school here and kind of given up yourself, people been telling you, or like your teachers at school been telling you that you're you know, always be the one that people tell them, oh, you have potential, I know, but you're not utilizing it. Well, you're not utilizing it at school because they didn't have what you needed to utilize it. They didn't offer what is in connection to your highest purpose here. Some of it, yes, but don't let that what I'm saying here, don't let that experience discourage you, because it has discouraged you and it has wounded you. And you have been trying to work things their way. You have been trying to work things the traditional way, but you're not a traditional person. Your mission is not traditional to that. Your one is your own path here. Or maybe with just a different community. There is a community there for you that will understand you and will take loads of benefit, would be enriched by you and what you have to offer and your purpose. But it mightn't be the community that you've been part of right now, either the mainstream community or a different community. Maybe you've been part of a religious, maybe your family's Christian or something or whatever, but they haven't been supporting you in your path and what you wanted to do. They have been discouraging you because they feel like you're not doing the right thing. You're not doing the right thing because it's not in alignment with their purpose. But you can only do what's in alignment with your purpose. So you need to connect again to your truth here. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, so in reverse. With the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, it tells me that you, there is help out here coming now. There is someone out there that can offer you a new view on this, situation. And for you to really, I feel like you have almost like a guardian angel that is helping you raise your vibration so you can be a match. So you will see, and they have a lot of patience with you. They're helping you here to build something solid. They're trying to communicate with you all the time, to give you new opportunities, to create new beliefs, to create new. So just be patient with yourself. It's okay. Wherever you are right now, it's okay. It's okay that you don't have 100% self-discipline. It's hard. You've been living your life in accordance to the people and what the people around you have taught you. And it's not your fault, it's not your fault. But now as a child, it's not your fault. Now as an adult, you have responsibility. You can change it. And it's about coming out of this sleep and wake up here. Wake up to your power. And we have the 10 of Cups in reverse as well. We have 7 of Pentacles. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Knight of Swords. We got the Death card in reversed, and we got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so what I see here as well for you regarding with the Ten of Cups in reversed, you don't feel like you deserve to feel fulfilled. You feel it's like all this time you've been made to believe that you have to just work really hard. You have to wait to be happy. You have to wait to be loved. You have to do something to be loved. See, like you feel like you have to prove yourself to be loved. You have to do all these things, and it's just like you're not being in the flow, because you deserve it no matter what you do. You don't need to do anything to have love, to feel love, to be of value. Okay, and we got the Justice card. It's actually upright because I just turned it around when I held it. This card here is an overall energy here. Overall energy or a concluding energy. Justice, balance. Definitely a need of balance here, to include self-discipline in a balanced way, to listen to your heart, bring heart and head, because I feel like you might be in a more because you do have the Knight of Swords here, which can be very harsh, very insensitive. And I feel like you might be like this towards others, but it's because others have been like this towards you. Like, you know, shutting you off when you wanted to express your feelings. When you did feel something, they said, well, just don't be silly, or things like that. Or, you know, just not valuing emotions at all, or your feelings, just seeing it as a burden. So now it's like, and love, you know, love is love. You got the Lovers card here, and you got it above the Ace of Wands, which is your passion, your fire. This, you're following your dreams. You have this within you. This spark of creativity, of expressing who you are and expressing what you love. And this is really important here, because like also wanted to talk about the Death in reverse. This is about accepting, coming out of this of the cycle of something that doesn't serve you anymore, something that is not meant to be. It's something from the past that you've been holding on to. A past experience that is gone, is dead. It has nothing to do with your situation right now, but you see it as it does, because it feels like it, because you didn't allow yourself to experience whatever it is you needed to experience, that feeling. You weren't allowed to express how you felt, and what you wanted wasn't encouraged. What your dreams weren't encouraged. You were encouraged to follow other people's dreams, but you need to follow your dream here. You need to trust your gut feeling here and reawaken this again. Reawaken your passion, and remember, don't let these words hold you back, because I feel like you are looking at what do you have in your life right now? What have you worked towards, and what's the results? Are you happy with that? Is that really what you want? And if it is what you want, then it's all good. But this reading is about, you know, what you need to heal. So I do feel like it's definitely, you're not happy with what's in your life right now, with your work, with the fruits of your labor. You want to follow what you love. This is really important for you, for your soul. Okay, guys, that's all the messages for you here. We're gonna wrap it up and pass on to group number 3. Hi, group number 3. This is your reading. Where do you need healing? So for you, we have the chakra allure, sacral chakra, and we have this crystal, this beautiful crystal here. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, it's wonderful. It's very clear. I feel very much for you healing, a more gentle energy in your, I feel like you've been treated harshly, or you've been treating yourself, your body harshly when it's come to sexuality. You've been suppressing some of your sexuality and your creativity and your emotions here. And there is a need for more gentle energy here, a really soft, feminine approach to yourself, to your emotions. There's a need, a light. There's been a lot of dense, dark, heavy energy, and it's really been weighing you down. And to heal that, you need some light energy here. You need some water, you need some nature. If you have crystals like this, or any clear crystals, even selenites like these ones here, very good for clearing and healing. And you can put this on your sacral area to get some healing there. I'm just gonna put this here, okay? So let's see what we got, what cards we got for you. We got patience. We got manifestation. And we got completion. Very interesting. So definitely for you, healing is going to be around manifesting your truth here, expressing your truth. But I feel like you are towards an end of a cycle here. You are close to healing. I feel like you have done a lot of work. Group number 3, you've definitely done a lot of work, and things are gonna work out for you here. Things are, right now, you are healing already. You are allowing, you've done something to really help you heal. I don't know what it is. You've started eating healthier, you started going to yoga or meditating, or you've just discovered something new about yourself, and it's definitely coming in. You're moving into a new cycle here with a new you, with new parts of you that are healed, and new things are going to manifest for you. You just need to be patient and trust the universe timing for everything will unfold in its right time. Really, it is. It will. If you trust it, you can just sit back and relax and enjoy the moment. You can do that. And okay, so we got child magical here with the archetypes card. We got this one in reverse, so this means we have the shadow attributes for this card. Pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So I see this coming together a lot with what we spoke about first with this crystal here. It's definitely about you being a bit harsh on yourself, because I feel like people have been harsh on you when you were younger. Very similar very similar to group number 2 as well, but in different ways. But excuse me, Just gonna drink some water. Okay. So, really connecting to your inner child here is a need for you to heal. When you were a child, your feelings were very, very, very gentle, if I can describe them like that. They were very innocent, and they were very pure and real and raw and authentic. And when they were suppressed, when you were told to not feel these things, when your emotions being rejected, or your expression of your emotions being rejected, it's part of you, of your innocence, part of your magic, of your soul has been suppressed. So this is where there is a need for healing here, for expressing even sexuality as a child. It's a very innocent, it's a very children don't understand it, but they're very curious about their bodies, and the other the other sex's body is very innocent, and it is. And I feel like for some of you, this innocence has been crushed in some ways, and it has affected you, how you react to your own innocent emotions, how you treat yourself when you feel feelings that are just feelings. They're not bad or good, it's just what you feel, and you are allowed to feel them. You have to allow yourself to feel them. This is what's going to complete this cycle and really help you move forward. We got Messiah here, light attribute, serving humanity with humility. Serving humanity with humility, serving yourself with humility. And yeah, okay, let's have a look. What else do we have? Very interesting. I like this reading. Let's see what we have here. Okay, can go back on there. Trust. You can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance you seek. So group number 3, definitely, if you have been feeling doubtful over this, there's been someone there. There's someone there to help you. Definitely, there's a guardian angel, someone that is trying to help you heal. But I have a feeling like you might get you get triggered a lot by them. You get triggered a lot by the things they say. And really what they're doing here on a deeper level, they're mirroring something you need to look at, but you get triggered because it's too painful. You don't want to look at that. You don't want to look at those aspects in yourself. What it means. Why it hurts so much when they say these things. Why does it hurt so much? Because if you weren't wounded, if it doesn't matter what they would say, it wouldn't hurt you. You could just see it, well, you're just saying it because, it has nothing to do with me. But if you get hurt, it means there is something you can get out of the situation, and not focusing so much on what they're doing or if they're bad or good. This is about you seeing what you can take from this to see it as a mirror for yourself, for your own personal growth. And it's really difficult with emotions, because you have been suppressing your emotions, which means it's really hard for you to embrace those feelings, and it's almost like you don't have any, you feel like out of control because you just want to control them, but you're not meant to control your feelings. So it kind of blows up on you sometimes, your emotions, and it's because it's suppressed. So you need to learn how to allow yourself to feel them and not just resort to anger and resort to immediate action and reaction to your emotions. Let's have a look what else we have here. We have status and discrimination. So I feel like you haven't been treated fairly as a child. You weren't treated fairly, and it has wounded you. And I feel like you might have grown up in a family where they cared a lot about how you were seen, how the family was seen, how everyone was seeing you, and you needed, and there wasn't time to show emotion. There wasn't a space to be emotional. And we got the Eight of Swords here, all about feeling trapped again. But you're coming out of this. This is in reverse. You are coming out of this right now. This is where you need healing, to see things clearly again and see that there is a way out from the situation, even though it doesn't feel this way, even though it feels like you are so trapped by your own feelings, you're so trapped by your own wounds, but they can be healed. And it doesn't have to be the way it has been. It doesn't last forever. You just need to go through this process. You need to go through the moment, the experience of surrendering to it. You need to go through the experience of learning what it is you need to learn. And this is all in your favor in the end, because your soul sent you here to have this experience for a very good reason. Very good reason. And you need to have faith in this. Really, faith and trusting your intuition, and trusting that there's always a way out, that things always sort themselves out. All you have to do is surrender to the situation and try to see the truth behind it. See the real truth behind it. We got the Two of Pentacles again. This confirms what we just said here. In reverse, we got it. Living for the show, doing things, being busy, studying, buying a house, doing whatever it is you're doing, being or you've been taught that you need to do it for the show, so you're so used to just showing off. And then if you're unhappy, it doesn't matter. That's how your parents maybe were, and that's how they expected you to be. But you're really going to break this family cycle. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to break this, to do some deep healing here on an ancestral plane and break this cycle, because I feel like it's a generational cycle. And this could be it doesn't have to mean that you're rich or anything and that you show off, but it could just mean even the opposite way here, that you are so attached, or your family has been so attached to feeling like a victim, to feeling like, oh, we cannot, we don't, we're not educated, or we're not rich, and we don't have abundance, we're not abundant. And it's just like, for them in their mind, it's a fact, because their parents were like this and their parents were like this. But this is not, there's no reason why you have to take this on, why you have to choose to live like that and to be, take on, because you can learn from this. So why it's keep happening, it's because you are, your family and you have been getting something out of this attachment. A sense of security, of belonging, either way, if it's being rich and having a really a family where status was important, where what you studied, what you did was important. Let's see what else we have for you. The Chariot. Yes, it's time to move on. It's time to really push through here. You are completing a cycle here. You are breaking through. You have the right idea, and you've already worked through some stuff here, so it's not new to you. Whatever you're working through is not new, but the last part is difficult. I feel like it's really towards it. You need this push. You need this epiphany. You need to really open your eyes here and look at things from a different perspective, not from this perspective, because this is blocking you. This is wounded view. And trying to look at things, writing down all the different perspectives you could be looking at this situation that you're in right now, because there is a way out, but you feel like there isn't. You feel blocked. You feel like you can't change, but you can. You definitely can, especially with the Chariot here. It's all about change. It's all about focusing and moving forward. Change, like change. That's really this card here. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles. There is definitely healing happening here. Around, I feel like for a lot of you, it could be around money, around your belief about what you can have. Because with the Ten of Pentacles, it's about abundance, about family as well. And it's about coming together, you know. If you think about these people, if they love each other, they will come together no matter what's on the table. And that's what's important. It's not what you got here on the table, it's the connection here and the love. And that is what's important. And if your family can't accept that you are wanting to take a different path, and are not willing to spend time with you, even though if you're not interested in what they're interested in, you can still be part of their community. You can still love them, and it's up to both parties. You need to stop expect your family to like back you up in everything here. You will need to go on your own path. It doesn't mean you should leave your family behind or anything, or stop caring about them, but you shouldn't live your life for them. You're living for your own life purpose here. You're living for your own passion first and foremost, and that will benefit the people you love. Got the Page of Swords. Ooh, and we got the World here again, a completion, and got two cards the same. You're really, you're done with this. You are done with something, and you want to heal your trauma around this. You don't want to hold on. I feel like you've ended something, and there might be some resentment there that is holding you back, that is weighing you down really heavily, and you're not really sure of how to make things better. You're not sure. You're not sure what path to take, because you're so used to being a certain way. So it's all a bit new to you, but it's going to work out for you. It really is. You're going to be able to manifest now when you are healing something huge. We got the Queen of Cups here. We got Eight of Pentacles. We got the Wheel of Fortune, and we got the High Priestess again. So another cycle here. We got the World, we got the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Completion card. So I feel definitely for you guys, it's about focusing on what you love here. And the High Priestess is about trusting your intuition and connecting to your emotions here. You got the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's you maybe being a little bit in denial about how you feel about things, how you truly feel about this situation, and stop. This is a need here to, because however you have been handling the situation, if you've been holding back with your emotions, if you have been treating yourself badly and suppressing your feelings, this card is all about what goes around comes around. You are mirroring how you're treating yourself outside of the world. That's what the world is mirroring towards you. And if people have been treating you, whatever people have been treating you, this is a mirror for you to look at here, because you haven't been looking after yourself. You haven't been taking care of yourself here, focusing on what you want. You've been focusing on what other people want, what their dreams are, what their needs are. But that is not in your best interest. It's not. And we got, oh, very interesting. This is the concluding card for you, group number 3. And we got the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is working with others to achieve a mutual goal here. You don't need to do this alone. And you have the right to express how you feel. I feel with your friends or with your family, whoever it is, you feel you haven't, or with your partner, you haven't expressed your emotions. But you can all work together. They can be there for you, but you have to express how your truth, you know. And you'll be surprised how much they will support you after all. Because with this card here, there will be support for you. There will be a solid support for you to reach your fullest potential. So if you feel like, oh, you're not doing this because other people are stopping you, other people are not stopping you. It's you stopping you. And when you change your perspective here and really do some healing on how you're expressing your emotion, how you're handling your emotions here, how you express them to other people, and how you allow others to express their feelings towards you. How do you respond to them? Because you know you're mirroring and they're mirroring. So you can really, by connecting to people here on an emotional level and opening up, you'd be surprised of how much they can actually help you, how much insights they could bring to you. But you have to be willing to open up and just be able to listen here as well. Being able to listen and open to other people's experiences. Okay, that's all the messages I have for you, group number 3. Let me know how you resonate with the reading. If you like this reading, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, because I upload weekly videos for all the zodiac signs. I also do a monthly video. I do some twin flame readings as well. I do personal readings. So to book a personal reading, you can read more about how to book that with me in the description box below. And yeah, that's everything for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.